pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Now a handoff looking right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
Detroit!
Let's race to the
Detroit!
quarterback and see who gets there first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning here is Wright. And running with power here. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Now it's right. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A nice little juke. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. In for the score. And the Texans will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. You and I have seen some great catches throughout our days calling these games. A spectacular grab there, just a receiver making a wonderful play.
When there's a chance to get 6 points on the board, you see a little extra effort sometimes. A terrific layout to go get the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now Leonard Fournette. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. This will be caught at about the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Gano the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a give to Fournette. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll run it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Off play action. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Off the play fake. Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third and long. Daniels steps up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. To throw here. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
play action. Daniels under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Heading out as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again, Daniels. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I think the defense has to feel really good about what's going on here. They've hit him, harassed him, sacked him a bunch of times, and now he's starting to get a little jittery in the pocket. Feet are starting to move around a little bit. Sometimes they start to feel ghosts. People aren't even there.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what